So we're back on the banks, we are on the fenland drains. If you've seen any of my videos over the past couple of weeks, we did a session and it got cut short. The weather, it was rained all night long, and I think after 48 hours I called it a day. It was an absolute right mess. Done a few sessions over the past couple of days on different venues and I've done really well. Had a couple of mid-20s, had another 20 out of a river, catching from all different venues. The weather's been perfect, so I had to come down the drains and have a look and possibly try and catch a few fish. Now I've literally just turned up and the drain looks absolutely perfect. Now without slipping and falling down the bank, I'll quickly show you, but compared to my last video, I'll put a little bit of footage in to show you what actually happened on that session. It was completely unfishable and I'm in one of my favourite swims, and this is the peg. As you can see, the drain, it's calm, weather's been stable, not too much rain, and it looks good for a bite. There's not much visibility in the water, drains up a little bit, but it's looking nice, absolutely perfect for a bite. So it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to be here till tomorrow about 10, 11 o'clock, so we've got plenty of time, and it does look good, it really does. We've got no rain forecast, so it's not going to interfere with the session like it did last time. So without further ado, I'm going to get everything set up. All the rods and everything's prepped and sorted, so I'm going to quickly cast all the rods out and try and get an early morning bite. Right, we're good to go. We're good to go. Oh, it would be nice for a nice decent one out the drain tonight. Really would. So yeah, we've covered that area, central part with the float. I'm using 3 rods main in case it becomes really quiet. Sometimes even though the drain, if it looks nice like it does now, it still can be tough times. If I start catching quite a few fish, then I'll just go fish with 2 rods, bring one in, but for now, it's early doors. And we come here for one thing, and that's to catch fish. Right, let's have a look, let's have a look. Oh, it's a small pike. Can feel, I think it's a small pike. That was a massive ball of weed. That was a very, very picky take. Right, mate, little fella. Only a babber. Pretty much the same stock as last time. He's gonna go for it. Go on, mate, go on. No. Right. Yeah, only just hooked in the side of the mouth. Right, mate, let's get you in. Oh, little jack pike. Don't you go near that rod. Let's get you in, mate. Yeah, just hooked in the scissors. Let's be having you, lovely. There's one. There's 2. And we shall get you back. Beautiful, absolutely stunning. Right, little fella, without me falling in. Look at them markings, stunning. Go on, mate. That's the one. Lovely. Go and tell your mum to pay me a visit. Been here a couple of hours, been recasting the rods here and there. I haven't seen any signs of small fish yet, to be honest. I do like to fish this peg quite a bit, reason being, you don't get many anglers fishing above me. You do get them further down, but I always like to be on one end of the scale, either at the bottom end or the top end of the areas where a lot of pike can be caught and sort of known to be coming through these sort of areas. I have done a couple of sessions over the past 4 days. Did the Syndicate water, undisclosed. Unfortunately, I can't show any footage from that, otherwise I'll get banned, and it took me years to get the ticket. I had a 29 from there last year, I had a couple of mid-20s last week. That was a brilliant session. And we did a 21 at the river, and then we've done bits and bobs here and there. So So far so good. First couple of weeks of the season, it's been progressive. It's been nice, you know, we're catching in from all different venues. There has been a few sessions where it's been tough, and that's mainly on the Trent. Always that section I like to fish, always tough. But one day or another we will get amongst some of the big pike on there. I'll just keep going back there every now and again. But for now, yeah, the drains, last session was brilliant, we had loads of fish, and then the weather kicked in and it was a nightmare. It ruined the fishing completely. So hopefully this session we don't get too much rain. But to be honest, there's not much of a forecast, maybe the odd scattered shower, but all in all I think it's going to be nice and clear, and the drain is slowly moving. There's bits of debris coming through, but nothing like last time where we had to end the session. It looks absolutely perfect. But we're here till about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, so got plenty of time left. That got the heart going a bit. It's, oh, right. Is it feeding time for him? He's only just ducked in the scissors, literally. No, not massive, but I'm not going to complain after the tough times we've had these past few hours. Yeah, didn't even get the right hand rod baited up. I was literally just going to do a quick show and tell, and then this fella took the float. Go on, mate. Go on, mate. Oh, touch bigger than normal. Well, the last one. Whew. Right, he is big enough to show to the camera. And that is the second one of the session, only a small one. Beautiful looking markings on her though, she's absolutely stunning. Look at that, that's what you want from a fenland drain. And that was on the float. We've had so many dodgy takes with all this debris coming through, and the right hand rod, it kept bouncing, and I thought it's definitely debris, and then all of a sudden started twitching a bit. I thought it's either an eel or a small pike, but it was this one here. So yeah, I'm over the moon with that. So I'm not going to mess about. I'll get her back, get both rods baited up, and then hopefully we can get some more fish in the bag. But the debris is a bit of a pain at the moment, but hopefully we can get some bigger pike later. So we'll get her back, and then hopefully we can get some more. But yeah, what a lovely pike. Wicked. So we're coming up to about 6:30. At the moment, it's looking nice. The actual rods have been fine for the past hour. I'm due a recast in about 20 minutes. And it's, yeah, the rods aren't being pulled, there's not much debris coming through. There's loads of bait fish here as well. I mean, absolute loads. When I did a recast last, the dead bait hit the surface and it just exploded, erupted. There's so many fish here. I've seen a few pike going through the surface. There's loads of perch. And the baits aren't being touched by any debris at all. I can't see anything coming through the drain, which is brilliant. So hopefully tonight we'll be able to fish effectively and we won't get bothered by big pieces of debris coming through, hopefully anyway. And it's a nice steady flow on the drain at the moment, and it looks like we are going to get a bit of rain. I can tell a mile off. It's been up and down all day. It has been a bit of a pain for filming, and whenever I'm trying to do these sessions, the minute you get a drop of rain, that's it. You're just stuck under a bivvy with the camera pointing outside, hoping that you can film as much as you possibly can. So as you can tell, the light is slowly dropping now, so I'm going to get the kettle on, have a brew. If I catch any fish, decent sized ones, I'll set all the camera gear up. If it's not raining, then I'll show you. If they're really small ones, I'll just do a quick show and tell with the GoPro. But other than that, yeah, I'm crossing my fingers for some big pike. Well, good morning, and it is about 7 o'clock. Last night was a bit up and down. We had a lot of debris coming through this drain. I was literally recasting every probably hour and a half, so I've had a bit of a lane this morning. I'm absolutely knackered. We've got the kettle on. I think it's just time for a recast now, I think. Get a coffee going. But it's still the witching hour. You know, we've got a couple of hours left. But I haven't seen any bait fish this morning, so we'll have to see how we get on. But right, get this coffee going and then we'll get a recast done. So there's a little bit of underline weed on it, but not too bad. If a pike would have found that wouldn't have been too bad. But I noticed we did have a few problems. I think there was a few eels hanging around because a lot of the baits, the belly of the fish had been eaten away. You can see the circular marks where the eels had grabbed hold of it. But that's not too bad. So we'll get this one put to the left hand side of the drain. Yeah, that'll do. Right, last one. Hey up, whoa. And that is why you do a recast in the morning. Literally just, pike just hooks itself. That is the joy to recasting in the morning. That is what you want. Just goes to show there is pike hanging around, but it's not a bad looking pike actually. Oh no, it's come off. Oh no. Oh, that was definitely the biggest one of the session, I think. Denied. No. I mean, look at that. That is just absolutely, they're just skinning them alive. I might actually just chuck this out to the area that I'm fishing, then at least the eels will preoccupy themselves on this rather than the baits I'm putting out. But yeah, not what you want. And I think we've just had a knock on that float. Oh, don't tell me it's an eel. Please don't tell me it's an eel. We've had so many dodgy... Here we go. That's a pike, that's definitely a pike. Feels like a nice fish actually. That don't feel too bad. Oh no! Oh, I should have let the bite develop a bit more. I'm just too eager. That felt like a nice fish. That did feel like a nice pike. Oh God. Oh. That, I knew that was being picky with the float when I looked at it. I don't normally like to let it develop too long because I don't want to get a deep up pike, but would you Adam and Eve it? Well, we have come to the end of the session. I've stayed an hour and a half longer than what I wanted to be fair. I just thought, after losing that last fish, is there a chance of any more coming through? And the light levels have changed. It's very bright, fairly windy as well. And yeah, all in all, I've enjoyed it. All these little things happening with the debris coming through and having to recast every hour, float going off, losing fish, not getting very good or colds, eels coming in, hammering me. You do get sessions like this every now and again, and it can put a lot of people off fishing these drains because there's always something going off that's getting in the way and causing you problems. But it was a bit of a pain losing them two fish. The last fish we lost, which was about an hour and a half ago, I reckon it was scraping mid-double looking at it. I could just see the length of its body. It wasn't a 20 pounder by any stretch of the imagination, so not too bothered about that. We lost two small fish, battle colds, hammered by eels, which was a bit of a pain. But generally speaking, it's been an alright session. It's been a brilliant couple of weeks actually. And we're only a few weeks into the pike season, so we're progressing through, we're catching from different venues, had a couple of big pike, and all in all, it's going well so far. So, I've got loads of editing to do now, so there might be a bit of a delay in between videos, maybe a week and a half, and then they'll start picking up again. But other than that, yeah, I just want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.